What's up, everyone? You're here with Nye Scored One. I'm Nye, and this is.
Schneider Josapha.
You know the name, you know the game, but now it's time to hear more about the story. This is 101 with Nye. Today on 101, we have Schneider Josapha, a class of 2026 senior at Forest Hill Community High School. He plays on the varsity football team as a wide receiver and a defensive back. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good as well. To start off, I would love to talk about your season. So your season has just started. You kicked it off with a game on August 14th versus Glade Central. Can you talk to me about that game? You know, the score, you guys lost. It was 62 to 13. There was a lot of discourse online, social media, arguments, a lot of talking back and forth. Can you talk to me about how that game went for you and your whole thought process?
That honestly, that game to me is a blur now because every game I put it in the past. If whether we lose or win, personally I felt I played bad. Obviously, the team we didn't get the result we wanted, and we just got to keep moving on from that.
I like that attitude. What about August 22nd at John I? You guys won the game 53 to 0.
That game I for sure remember because as we had a new head coach, Coach Williams, and this was his first ever win as a head coach. And I was proud to be able to be part of him getting his first win as a head coach. Made a couple plays. The whole team looked good in general.
Awesome. What about August 28th at Palm Beach Lakes? The score was 37 to 10 and Forest Hill did take a loss. How did you feel about that game?
Uh, that game generally has to be the worst performance per me personally I've ever played in my whole 4 year career. I was not in the right headspace. I let go of two touchdowns. Just not a good performance on my part. But we picked it up towards the fourth quarter. But I feel like if we kept that same energy we had in the fourth quarter throughout all the quarters, we would have came out victorious. But that's a lesson we can take from that game and moving forward.
There's a bit of a connection issue, like when you first answered the question. So, can you re answer the first part? You don't have to re answer the whole thing, but just the first part.
Uh, so if that game, in my opinion, it was just a horrible game on my end because I didn't play my best game. I let my teammate down. I let my coach down. Even though, yes, my coach said you got to have a short-term memory, but for me, every every play matters to me, even if I do good or bad, because I could take a lesson from it to get better in the next one.
Accountability does matter. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I would love to talk about your background and your journey. So, can you share what first drew you to the sport of playing football?
Uh, so honestly, I just wanted to try it out for fun. I grew up in Haiti, played soccer my whole life, played throughout middle school, never had thoughts of even touching a football. I got to middle school first day. I met somebody named Jamarcus Emerson, which is one of our best players on the team, and he said he was gonna try it. I said it might be fun, and from there, fell in love with the sport.
Great. So, what has your athletic journey been since freshman year? You're a senior now. You have 4 years of experience, varsity football. How has it changed? How has your journey have been?
It's been long and honestly a very good lesson as a journey because I came in high school at 5'7", 102 or 3 pounds, very undersized. Like you wouldn't, if you saw me, you wouldn't think I would ever play football. But the coach took a chance on me. I got the chance to develop for 2 years. Finally got the chance to start my junior year, and it's been up from there.
I'm glad you had that opportunity. Who or what has motivated you throughout your whole career the most?
My parents, my parents and my sister. They've always been on by my side. Even though my mom do not want me playing football, she always try to get me to quit, but she's gonna support me no matter what.
Why did she not want you to play football?
I'm very undersized for the sport.
That okay.
Even
Safety.
right now, my senior year, I'm 5'9", 135 pounds, still undersized, but
Yes.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Safety is very important with football. I think that's something that's not thought about a lot because when people see football, they're like, okay, touchdown, you throw the ball, but it's a lot of hitting. It's a contact sport. So it is a big
Yeah,
thing to think about your safety, concussions, and things like that. So it's your senior year. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
pretty good. It may not have been the start I wanted to have, but so far, I've played pretty good in general. Just that one bad game, which I'm not going to let hold me down for the rest of my season.
That's a great mentality. What does being a senior athlete mean to you? You have so many people looking
Like,
up to you. You're an upperclassman.
I just want to set a good example for the underclassmen because, like you said, I'm a captain now and I want to lead by example. And if they see somebody like me, for example, like I said, I'm undersized, being able to play and play a good game, it will inspire many people to maybe try it.
Great. Looking back, what's been your proudest moment in your whole athletic career so far?
My first ever interception.
What were you
It
feeling
was
during
my
that moment?
uh I honestly, it was just pure joy because it was my first time ever starting, and the receiver was twice my size, and somehow I came down with the ball. And before the game, I remember telling my coach, "I'm gonna give you an interception today." And when I got it, I went to the sideline and I told him, "I told you so. I told you so. I told you so."
Great. What's one challenge you faced as an athlete that has made you so much stronger?
Fighting injuries. I'm very injury prone. It like the littlest thing can hurt me, but being able to tough out through it has shown me no matter what life throws at you, just got to keep going.
A lot of people don't really understand what it feels like getting an injury, especially being an athlete, until it's taken away from you and you go through that pain to have to sit on the sidelines and to look and see people playing that game that you wish you could be playing. It's an experience that everyone cannot say that they've went through. So let's discuss some
Yeah.
future goals. What are your goals for this season and after graduation?
Uh, One of my biggest goals is hopefully getting some type of Division One offer to go play football at the next level. And if that doesn't work, I plan on going to the trade route.
Yeah, don't ever stop. Keep going. If it's not D1, you have someone that's looking at you. Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of sports, what's a dream that you want to chase?
Mm, Honestly, sports is the dream.
Okay.
My my goal is to be financially stable in the future, but my dream is to end up playing professional sport.
Amazing. Okay, on to advice and impact. What advice would you give to underclassmen who want to succeed in the sport of football?
Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it, because at the end of the day, if you put in the work, it's gonna show.
How do you hope to leave your mark on your team and school as you graduate?
Uh, I want to be known as a good player. I want to like by the end of my season, I want to be known as someone that did something for the team.
Mm-hmm. If your teammates were to describe you in one word, what do you think they'd say?
Mm, Funny. That I think that's it. And I'm a joking person, so I think that would be the best way to describe me.
Okay. A little bit more into your funny personality. What's your go to hype song or your routine before a game?
Uh, it generally changes bit from game to game, but usually I mostly listen to rap.
Okay.
Routine, just listen to music and get my head in the right headspace to go play.
Okay, I know you said that when you were younger, you played soccer. So, besides soccer and football, if you weren't playing either of the two, what other sport would you try to play?
Mm, mm. I can't say basketball because I suck at basketball. I know it'll be those two. I don't see any other sport because I grew up loving soccer, and then football became the second love.
Okay, so before we do go ahead and wrap things up, I do want to play a game. It's called TNT with Nye, Top Notch Takes. And what you're going to do is give me your top three most unpopular opinions about sports. It doesn't have to
Uh,
be about sports if you don't want it to be, but let's push it a little bit towards sports. But is your top three something that you agree with about you? It doesn't have to be directed to sports or football specifically. It can be about the athletic world in general.
okay. For the first one, Florida State University is going to win the national championship this season. Mark my words. Number two, Cristiano Ronaldo is the better player than Messi. And number three, Bryce Underwood is overrated.
All right. Well, y'all heard it. This is Schneider Josapha, and those are his TNT top notch takes. This is the captain of Forest Hill Community High School. Thank you so much for coming on to 101 with Nye and for having this talk with me. Your message and your story is definitely going to help a lot of athletes, and I am very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.